Faced with an overwhelming attack, the protagonist stares in horror as a massive red-bladed strike descends upon him. A fearsome monster erupts with violet energy as the word confine triggers a binding magic, halting its rampage mid-roar. Zhangyu, the second sister of the Su family, radiates with magical force as she declares her role, steadfast support in battle. Seizing the moment, the protagonist counters with fiery determination, channeling power into his weapon for a devastating blow. The beast is struck directly by a fire bullet, engulfed in explosive flames as it cries out in agony and defeat. Onlookers are stunned by the duo's strength, recognizing Zhangyu's newly awakened powers and the certainty of epic-class skill outcomes. A proud warrior boasts of his exclusive ability to damage the monster, claiming the battle would have ended long ago with his strength. Eager to recruit powerhouses, one man dreams of bringing Zhangyu and her comrade into his supreme guild, despite mockery from others. The enraged monster roars back to life, bursting into flames as it makes a ferocious last stand in a fiery blaze. Scorched and battered, the monster clings to life, but signs of collapse mark the nearing end of its reign. With resolve in his eyes, the protagonist notes the monster's dwindling health, readying himself for the final blow. Zhangyu, determined and urgent, rallies her partner for a decisive strike. This is their last chance to end the fight. With a quiet smirk, the protagonist reveals his hidden identity: the legendary anonymous secret realm player. Zhangyu is stunned by the revelation, finally realizing the true strength and mystery behind her battle companion. Bathed in purple light, Zhangyu channels newfound clarity and power, prepared to fulfill her supporting role to the fullest. Her staff surges with radiant energy, signaling the release of a final, devastating magical strike. The finishing move, Flaming Light, engulfs the monster in a whirlwind of violet flames, searing through its defenses. A massive energy vortex spirals across the battlefield, marking the epic climax of their synchronized assault. Su Yan's achievement sends shockwaves through Nordine City as he clears the level 15 Dark Undead lair, earning a rare realm scroll and leveling up spectacularly. Witnessing Su Yan's feat, nearby adventurers erupt in celebration, inspired by his triumph and the hope it brings to their region. Zhangyu throws himself at Su Yan in admiration, declaring him a savior for rescuing Qinjun and preventing future disaster. Still overwhelmed by Su Yan's composure, Zhangyu nervously asks for guidance on how to handle the uncertain future ahead. In a desperate attempt to repay Su Yan, Zhangyu offers $1 million, but Su Yan challenges him to offer something more meaningful. Zhangyu passionately reveals his dream to build the strongest guild in the world and urges Su Yan to join their ranks. Zhangyu boasts the Lu family's medicinal wealth to entice Su Yan into joining them, but Su Yan coldly refuses. Still undeterred, Zhangyu emphasizes his family's powerful connections with elite clans like the Su and Shangguan families. Su Yan's curiosity is piqued when he hears the name Su family, a renowned clan of blacksmiths. Zhangyu proudly reveals that his father is close friends with the Su family head, promising Su Yan any custom equipment he desires. Su Yan reflects on the advantage of forging over buying gear, quietly considering the offer for its practicality. Zhangyu proposes a compromise, becoming friends and offering help with equipment, prompting Su Yan to accept with a calm "alright." Su Yan and a mysterious blue-haired woman step boldly into a glowing portal, leaving behind allies and admirers. News spreads of Su Yan's companion, his sister, who awakened with an epic class, sparking awe and admiration across the land. Fellow adventurers proudly declare Su Yan the leader of the Misty Pavilion, proving the guild's formidable strength. Rivals realize Zhangyu survived and vow vengeance, shaken by Su Yan and Su Yan's trap-laden tactics within the secret realm. Knowing Zhangyu is protected by the Supreme Guild, his enemies plot to manipulate outsiders into carrying out their deadly intent. Suspicion rises as one of the conspirators hints at calling on a dangerous outside force, awaiting confirmation from his guild master. A member of the Chun family recalls elite users trapped in the Third World, asserting that none dare challenge their status and name. Qinjun arrogantly mocks Zhangyu, declaring he'd humiliate himself if Zhang ever made it past the Third World alive. A quiet moment in the forest sets the stage for an unexpected confrontation. A noblewoman confronts Zhangyu, questioning if opposing Qinjun means turning against her as well. Zhangyu responds coldly, stating that Qinjun alone is his enemy, but warns Misty Pavilion not to stand in the way. Moved and flustered, the purple-haired woman swears allegiance to Zhangyu, disavowing Qinjun completely. The hero is awarded the loot for landing the final blow, unlocking a trove of powerful gear shimmering in golden light. With a confident smile, he decides to equip the items and test new skill books to boost his strength and vitality. A sudden area-wide alert warns all players in Norban City of an impending undead horde attack, urging preparation. As panic sets in, the purple-haired mage exclaims the horde's arrival while the hero calmly anticipates completing the mission. Determined to survive the next wave, Zhang Yu and the mage agree to retreat briefly and ready themselves for battle. Suddenly, the mage cries out in fear as something, perhaps fate or danger, unexpectedly pulls Zhang Yu away. A desperate woman clutches Zhang Yu, begging forgiveness with teary eyes, claiming to understand her past mistakes. Zhang Yu, unconvinced, confronts her sincerity with a direct question, wary of her sudden change in tone. Lowering her gaze, the woman reveals that Lu has abandoned her, leaving her alone and unwanted. The purple-haired mage, Zhang Yu's current ally, confronts her angrily, questioning her motives and loyalty. The woman confesses she once resented Zhang Yu's poverty, but like many, she longed for a rich and easy life. With admiration in her voice, she praises Zhang Yu's rise and pleads to rekindle their relationship, promising happiness. Zhang Yu smirks, unbothered by the desperate attempt to win his favor back. The purple-haired mage reacts with exasperation, calling out his audacity in a moment of comic relief. Suddenly, the group halts as something unexpected appears in the distance, casting tension over the moment. The purple-haired mage warns of an imminent zombie tide and rallies everyone to prepare for immediate battle. With cold resolve, Zhang Yu rejects his former lover, reminding her she's no longer needed in his future. Shocked and hurt, she acknowledges how much he's changed. He's no longer the man she once knew. A terrifying swarm of undead charges forward, their glowing eyes and snarls heralding the chaos of the zombie tide. Zhang Yu's purple-haired ally ascends with radiant power, launching a devastating magical assault on the oncoming horde. Overwhelmed by sheer numbers, Su Jinyan cries out her magic cannot suppress the entire zombie force alone. Zhang Yu channels dark energy, summoning his silver-armored scorpions and commanding them to shield Su Jinyan. A colossal beast roars into the fray, shattering the battlefield as Su Jinyan braces behind her summoned protector. A fiery spell ignites from a mystical staff, signaling the unleashing of a powerful new phase in the battle. Zhang Yu unleashes a devastating magical attack, engulfing the battlefield in a whirlwind of flame and force, scattering enemies like shadows in the light. Amidst the chaos, a desperate voice cries out, "Zhang Yu, save me!" As fear consumes the battlefield, a helpless girl is swarmed by monstrous creatures, her terrified scream for help cutting through the roar of destruction. The purple-haired Su's sister breaks into a sprint, determined to rescue her comrade, defying danger with fearless urgency. Zhang Yu warns her with chilling calm, rushing in will save no one, only guarantee her own death. The girl's eyes widen as she stares down certain doom, frozen in terror as the monsters close in. Zhang Yu and the Su sister realize with dread that the girl's starlight has faded. Her limit of revivals has already been exhausted. A feral horde of red-eyed monsters charges forward, their deafening roar signaling the next merciless wave of terror. Zhang Yu urges Su to stay focused, the time for mourning is over, and the zombie tide must be dealt with before all is lost. Clenching his fists, Zhang Yu steels himself, pushing aside the pain as he agrees to fight. All right. A faded memory resurfaces. Zhang Yu and the girl once laughed under peaceful skies, now a ghost of what's been taken from him. The city is overrun as countless zombies swarm the streets, overwhelming the defenders and spreading chaos with every guttural roar. As the third wave strikes, Zhang Yu wonders why the tide hasn't ended. But the Su sister reassures him, 3 waves a day is the known limit. A system prompt reveals the truth. The survivors must clear a secret realm and survive 3 zombie tides to unlock the path to the next world. Zhang Yu calculates his next move. To reach the third world early, he must clear the secret realm before others. Guiding a comrade to safety, Zhang Yu steps away, intent on resolving unfinished matters before the tide fully recedes. Vanishing into a swirling blue portal, Zhang Yu calmly assures, "I have some other things to take care of." Left behind, the Su sister watches the portal in quiet surprise, her voice soft with disappointment. She had wanted to join him too. Zhang Yu arrives at Zombie Hospital LV 17. Vowing to conquer this secret realm before the zombie tide fades. He strides into the ominous hospital, bathed in light and mist, determined and ready for whatever lies ahead. Inside, mutated zombies awaken to his presence, their red eyes gleaming with menace as they prepare to attack. Zhang Yu's eyes narrow in calm confidence. He's not intimidated. He's prepared to strike with precision. With a call to his summoned beasts, silver-armored scorpions, he charges into the horde, hungry for combat and experience. The skies rumble as the secret realm quakes, a supernatural burst of power erupting from the heart of the hospital. After a brutal battle, glowing coins rain down on the fallen zombie boss, marking the victorious end of a deadly dungeon challenge. Zhang Yu clears the 417 zombie hospital, reaping massive rewards and leveling up rapidly as the path to the third world opens before him. With newfound wealth and rare loot, Zhang Yu assures his companion that mythical evolution is now within reach. Confident in his gains, Zhang Yu prepares to face the next challenge with new gear and powerful magic in hand. As messages arrive, Zhang Yu learns the second world boss awaits, and both Su, his purple-haired ally, and Lu seek his aid in the battle. Determined, Zhang Yu agrees to regroup with Su and Lu at the zombie royal palace, ready to confront the boss together. Outside the city gates, Zhang Yu, Su, Lu, and a large party of adventurers assemble, ready to face the looming challenge together. Su, startled by the unexpected crowd, questions Zhang Yu's decision to bring such a large force into battle. Lu laughs off the concern, explaining it's only wise to bring more healers when escorting the ultimate boss of the second world. Zhang Yu, calm and composed, agrees with a smirk so long as the team feels confident he's ready. As the group reaches the dungeon entrance, a system prompt offers to initiate the group challenge against the second world boss. With unwavering resolve, Zhang Yu activates his power, leading the charge into the dungeon with fierce determination. Zhang Yu confirms the party's decision, choosing yes to activate the group entrance to the second world boss dungeon. The party stands before a swirling portal of energy, their path to the second world boss now open and awaiting their entry. The dungeon gateway roars to life, signaling the official activation of the second world boss dungeon. With unwavering unity, Zhang Yu and Su prepare to advance, resolved to face whatever awaits within. Lu rallies the party, urging them to stick close to Zhang Yu, the big boss, as the dungeon begins. The group steps into the radiant vortex, entering the second world dungeon together to face their most dangerous trial yet. A fiery sky ignites as the portal breach erupts, casting a foreboding light across the desolate battlefield. Towering in the heart of a ruined city, the monstrous level 20 Zombie King emerges, a true terror of the second world. The Zombie King, a physical Type 3 star boss, stands revealed, its power radiating with unstoppable force and primal rage. The party trembles at the sight, doubting their chances as fear sets in. This boss is beyond anything they've ever faced. Zhang Yu steps forward without hesitation, commanding everyone to stay back as he prepares to face the threat head-on. Su warns him of the boss's lethal strength, urging caution, but Zhang Yu responds with unwavering confidence. Zhang Yu summons the mighty silver-armored scorpion, cloaked in dark energy, commanding it to shine in the upcoming battle. The silver-armored scorpion roars fiercely, its power greatly enhanced after intense training and battles within the secret realm. A sinister gaze pierces the darkness, a formidable enemy awakens, radiating menace and intent to kill. The monstrous adversary mocks humanity, towering over the battlefield, challenging Zhang Yu and his beast to confront death itself. Energy bursts explode across the ground as the silver-armored scorpion launches a rapid assault, glowing with purple might. A powerful clash erupts. The scorpion fiercely strikes the boss, drawing blood and pushing back the towering monster. With blazing fury, Zhang Yu ascends into the sky, summoning a scorching sun spear to unleash divine wrath upon his enemy. The blazing spear crashes down like a meteor, engulfing the battlefield in an earth-shaking inferno that stuns all who witness it. As the flames settle, Zhang Yu observes his new weapon's power, acknowledging the overwhelming boost it provides in the fight. Enraged and scorched, the monstrous boss retaliates with a furious roar, his crimson eyes glowing with violent hatred. The boss hammers the silver-armored scorpion with brutal force, roaring defiantly as the fierce melee between titans escalates. Seething with power, the boss declares his dominance, vowing to crush all humans who dare challenge him in battle. The monstrous boss slams his arm into the ground, unleashing the Death Splitter, a devastating attack that shatters the battlefield. Giant stone spikes erupt, forcing allied warriors to flee in panic as chaos spreads across the war-torn terrain. In response, the silver-armored scorpion lets out a thunderous roar, re-entering the fray with renewed determination and fury. The boss lashes out, landing a brutal strike while yelling, "Get away!" as the scorpion retaliates with a feral roar. The scorpion crashes violently into the ground, its body trembling under the weight of the boss's relentless assault. A worried knight rushes in, urging his comrades to heal the fallen beast, their strongest tank. before it's too late. Green healing light fills the air as the support team channels recovery magic to restore the wounded silver-armored scorpion. The boss charges with a thunderous roar, his massive frame barreling down on the defenders with brutal momentum. The silver-armored scorpion rises once more, hurling itself into a head-on clash with the boss, refusing to yield. A mysterious mage bathed in violet energy summons a fierce magical spell, joining the battle from afar with determination. The boss sneers at their efforts, mocking humanity's reliance on magic as he prepares to crush their resistance. From a cliff, the purple-haired mage calls out to Zhangyu, straining to maintain her spell as he prepares for a final move. Zhangyu steps forward, brandishing his lightning spear, declaring dominance over the weak with unwavering confidence. With a roar, the monstrous enemy charges, only to be bombarded by Zhangyu's rapid ice and fire strikes, numbers exploding in all directions. A comrade gasps in disbelief as Zhangyu's damage devastates the boss, shredding a quarter of its health in seconds. Eyes glowing with lethal intent, Zhangyu channels his energy into the spear and prepares to unleash his final attack. A vortex of raw lightning surges into existence, spiraling with godlike force as the storm begins to gather. The final form of Zhangyu's spell manifests, a towering titan of thunder, signaling the impending annihilation of his foe. Streaks of celestial force rain from the heavens, signaling the final descent of Zhangyu's devastating ultimate attack. The monstrous boss crashes into the earth, defeated, as Zhangyu watches calmly amidst the crumbling battlefield. Zhangyu's companions cheer in awe, praising his unbelievable strength and wondering if he's grown even more powerful. Zhangyu remains silent, his sharp gaze revealing deeper thoughts beneath his stoic exterior. The ground trembles. Suddenly, the Zombie King's passive skill destruction of heaven and earth is triggered, sending shockwaves through the battlefield. A witness stares in horror as the entire terrain is torn apart by the unleashed apocalyptic force, unsure what catastrophic power has just been awakened. The Zombie King erupts in a furious counterattack, the earth cracking beneath his monstrous wrath. Burning with hatred and molten fury, the Zombie King vows to drag humanity into the abyss with him. As panic sets in, Zhangyu's team faces a grim realization. There are no resurrection scrolls left. Death now means permanent loss. Zhangyu locates the emergency teleport portal, but it's too far to reach in time and danger looms. Sensing a surprise threat, Zhangyu readies himself as a giant scorpion-like beast charges from the shadows. Without hesitation, Zhangyu grabs his terrified companion by the cape. He clearly has a plan. Zhangyu grabs the stunned Su's sister, catching her by surprise as the situation escalates. With no time for questions, Zhangyu launches into a desperate sprint, urgency fueling his every move. He hurls his companions straight toward the armored scorpion, using its massive body as a diversion or launch point. With unshakable resolve, Zhangyu commands his team to reach the exit, demanding full strength for survival. Roaring with determination, his comrades charge forward, shielding themselves atop the beast's armored body. Meanwhile, one teammate screams in terror, struggling to believe Zhangyu's outrageous, high-risk maneuver. Soaring through the air, Zhangyu's companions brace for impact, while the terrifying armored scorpion launches an ambush from above. They crash hard near the portal, injured but alive. Zhangyu's desperate gamble has saved them. As they catch their breath, the team realizes Zhangyu stayed behind and the portal's time is running out. The armored scorpion towers menacingly beside Zhangyu atop a crumbling cliff. He's running out of options. With iron resolve, Zhangyu commands the beast to hurl him toward the exit, planning to restrain it mid-flight. With a thunderous roar, the armored scorpion unleashes its might. Zhangyu is catapulted toward the closing rift, a streak of hope against the storm. In the midst of a blazing battlefield, the determined summoner commands, "Armored Scorpion, return," to recall his companion from the searing lava. A violent tremor erupts across the terrain, signaling a colossal force either arriving or retreating with earth-shattering power. From the shadows, a radiant blue orb of power is unleashed, its brilliance illuminating the battlefield as tension mounts. An explosive clash erupts, fire collides with arcane energy, knocking the summoner back as he struggles to hold his ground. Tumbling uncontrollably through the air, the summoner realizes in panic, "This is bad, my momentum is going to break." With a desperate flare of willpower, he summons a stream of fire to his hand, hoping to regain balance and turn the tide. With fire raging around him, Zhangyu hurls his spear like a comet, unleashing the explosive power of fire bullet. The impact detonates in a blinding inferno, its force engulfing the entire battlefield in searing light. Far away, as the portal begins to fade, Zhangyu's siblings cry out in horror, fearing his noble sacrifice is final. A flash of blue rips through the portal, catching the attention of onlookers with sudden hope and disbelief. Tears well in their eyes as they witness the impossible, Zhang Yu alive, returning from the brink. Kneeling in the aftermath, Zhang Yu emerges through the mist, weary but victorious, his resolve unshaken. Rising from the blue mist, Zhang Yu stands firm, unscathed, confident, and cloaked in quiet strength. His siblings rush to his side, relief flooding in as system messages confirm their joint triumph over the world boss. Ecstatic, his brother celebrates the victory and promises a grand reward, overwhelmed with gratitude. Calm and collected, Zhang Yu declares his mission complete and turns to leave for a well-earned rest. Suyin stops him, her tone grave, warning that Qin Jun has gone rogue and may seek vengeance. With a steady gaze, Zhang Yu nods resolutely, accepting the warning with a quiet, "I got it." As the sun sets, newfound camaraderie blooms. Su Yen declines to journey further, but acknowledges a bond formed through battle. Elsewhere, the gateway to the third world opens ominously, its name, Approaching Death. A dark silence follows, broken only by the eerie tremble of stone as something ancient begins to stir. A monstrous hand bursts from the ground, heralding the arrival of something long buried and immensely powerful. In the grave-ridden zone, ambitious adventurers rise, normal-class users determined to seize glory and dominance. But their hopes are crushed in an instant as an unknown figure steps forward and ruthlessly stamps down on their ambitions. Liu Yao erupts in fury, roaring at the unseen offender who trampled him with complete disrespect. An intimidating stranger steps forward, demanding Zhang Yu's whereabouts with chilling authority under the moonlit sky. Unshaken, Liu Yao confronts the man, refusing to bow and daring him to demand again. A cautious ally warns of danger, recognizing the man as an old-class user, but Liu Yao scoffs at the threat. As the enemy draws his sword, his voice turns cold. "You're not going to listen?" With deadly intent blazing, he declares, "Then don't blame me for having no mercy." A fierce warrior launches a deadly blow at Zhang Yu, aiming to eliminate him with overwhelming force. The attack is halted, declared invalid, leaving the attacker baffled by Zhang Yu's unexpected immunity. The assailants suspect Zhang Yu is under newbie protection and wonder how such a low-level player could have progressed so far. Zhang Yu confirms their guess. He's safeguarded by the system's 10-level difference limit and urges his allies to flee. Though unable to kill Zhang Yu directly, the attacker calls in backup, unleashing pain and chaos to pressure the group. Two elite enforcers appear, Lao San and Lao Air, ruthless warrior killers ready to finish what the first attacker couldn't. Zhang Yu's companion reveals the terrifying truth: their attackers are mercenaries who kill players for money. The enemy commander issues a final ultimatum: surrender Zhang Yu or face certain death. Outside the virtual world, Zhang Yu receives confirmation that his payment for his brother's hospital treatment succeeded. The hospital staff reassures Zhang Yu they'll take good care of his younger brother, easing his burden. A heartfelt message from Zhang Yu includes thanks and a generous payment, relieving someone of financial worries. The mysterious protagonist receives an unexpected phone call, hinting at a new twist about to unfold. A panicked call reaches Zhang Yu, pleading for help as the guild leader is on the brink of death. Surrounded by enemies in a graveyard, the guild leader lies critically wounded while his allies are held back. One of the attackers notices someone approaching and warns his superior. Reinforcements may have arrived. Zhang Yu makes his entrance, striding through the fog-covered cemetery with fierce resolve. With a commanding presence, Zhang Yu demands the release of the captured guild leader. The enemy leader reveals the grim truth: only Zhang Yu or his brother can survive, as a bounty has been placed on his life. The guild leader, desperate and injured, offers 1,000,000 yuan for mercy, boasting of his father's wealth and status in Linhai City. One of the thugs hesitates, tempted by the offer, but their boss furiously reminds him of the deadly power behind their client. Mocking Zhang Yu as a mere beast tamer, the boss orders his henchman Lao Air to kill him without hesitation. With a frenzied roar, Lao Air charges forward, enveloped in energy, aiming to crush Zhang Yu in a single blow. Lao Air strikes with full force, but Zhang Yu vanishes before the hit lands, leaving his enemy stunned in mid-attack. Zhang Yu reappears above and unleashes a devastating ice spike spell, impaling Lao Air in a brilliant flurry of frost and light. Lao Air is frozen solid, utterly defeated as Zhang Yu towers over him with cold, unwavering dominance. Enraged by Lao Air's fall, another thug screams in fury and disbelief, vowing vengeance. Zhang Yu calmly prepares his next strike, flames beginning to swirl fiercely around his weapon. A massive explosion erupts as Zhang Yu unleashes his fiery power, engulfing his enemy in a blazing inferno. From the smoke and flame, Zhang Yu stands tall, unshaken, his eyes blazing with silent confidence. Staggered by fear, the enemy boss realizes the impossible. Zhang Yu has just obliterated a level 25 warrior with a single strike. The assassin lunges from behind, catching Zhang Yu off guard with a swift and silent ambush. Struck in the back by a deadly shadow strike, Zhang Yu loses over 1,400 HP as the enemy grins with satisfaction. Both fighters face off again, fire and shadows swirling as the battlefield tenses for a deadly finale. The assassin mocks Zhang Yu's resilience, shocked that he survived a single strike. Zhang Yu, burning with aura, declares it's time to end the fight, his presence overwhelming. But internally, he acknowledges the truth. The assassin's speed outmatches his own. This next blow might be unavoidable. Zhang Yu summons the mighty silver-armored scorpion, launching a colossal counter to the assassin's strike. The monstrous beast roars, its presence alone sending a ripple of terror through the battlefield. Despite the summoned guardian, the assassin barrels toward Zhang Yu with frenzied determination. Realizing the assassin's trajectory, Zhang Yu admits grimly he can't dodge this in time. The assassin's eyes blaze with glee, sensing imminent victory over his prey. Empowered and enveloped in violent purple aura, the assassin charges for a final, fatal blow. Zhang Yu is struck by a sudden magical force mid-battle, her body glowing as she struggles to hold on. A comrade looks on in horror, realizing the attack has tipped the battle's balance. Not good. With burning resolve, the male protagonist steps forward, his power igniting in golden flames. Now it's your turn. The enemy stares in disbelief as the hero prepares a devastating counterattack. In a blinding explosion of energy, the hero launches the foe skyward with overwhelming force. Consumed by fire and shock, the enemy screams in agony as the hero's judgment rains down. The defeated assassin struggles to comprehend how a level 20 beast tamer inflicted such devastating damage. In a solemn moment, gratitude is expressed for the timely interventions that turned the tide of battle. Zhang Yu smiles warmly, suggesting destiny has intertwined their paths, her hidden watchfulness finally revealed. The rescued companions reunite, one expressing guilt, but the hero assures them it was never their fault. Zhang Yu suspects Chen Jun of betrayal, voicing her long-held doubts and calling for the next move. When asked about the attackers, they identify them as members of the assassin mercenary group, a dangerous faction. Zhang Yu reveals the assassin mercenary group's origins. An obscure guild of 50 low-level killers formed a decade ago. The armored man questions how a group so old could remain stagnant at only level 30. The hero explains their exploit. By avoiding second job advancement, they manipulate a leveling bug to maintain power. A teammate discloses the group's true method, targeting freshly advanced players to amass gold-tier equipment and abilities. Despite offering ransom, the armored man ponders why the bandits refused, prompting suspicions of coercion. With quiet conviction, the hero warns everyone, the enemy will regroup and return, stronger than ever. The armored knight panics, realizing the enemy's level gap is too great for them to withstand much longer. Desperate, the knight asks Zhang Yu if the legendary Shao family could forge them a game-changing piece of equipment. Zhang Yu places a steadying hand on the knight's shoulder, signaling confidence amid the chaos. Zhang Yu calmly specifies the need for gear under level 20. But with the rare heart of the demon effect, and time is critical. The knight agrees, though puzzled by the request, and asks what such equipment is even for. With firm resolve, Zhang Yu declares that their survival in the third world hinges on it. A voice filled with rage erupts in a high-rise under the moonlight, shocked that a level 30 assassin lost to a level 20 beast tamer. A hand slams down in frustration, radiating anger and urgency over the failure of their operatives. Shazho Pei-Chi, the cold leader of the assassin mercenary group, steps forward and vows to take care of the matter himself. Boss Chen, cloaked in menace, warns Pei-Chi not to fail again, his glare heavy with implied punishment. With firm resolve, Pei-Chi responds to Boss Chen's threat, affirming his commitment to carry out the task. Elsewhere, a radiant golden spear surges with divine energy, its awakening signifying a powerful shift to come. Zhang Yu realizes that directly confronting the assassin group is suicidal given his current strength. The world quest, Death Caesar, begins. Players must fortify their tombs and take on high-level tasks to survive. An ominous warning follows. Death Caesar has already dealt 88 damage. Tomb defense must increase or face destruction. Each night at midnight, Death Caesar launches a deadly assault. Anyone without protection or a functioning tomb dies instantly. Knowing everyone will retreat to safety, Zhang Yu seizes this brief moment of chaos as his only chance. A message from Lu Yao arrives just in time. His new equipment is ready, signaling the beginning of Zhang Yu's counterstrike. A voice pierces the eerie night as Lu Yao arrives, calling out to Brother Yu under the crimson sky. Clad in radiant armor, Lu Yao rushes forward, bringing the newly forged weapon with infectious excitement. Zhang Yu praises Lu Yao's speed. The weapon was crafted in just one day, exceeding expectations. Lu Yao credits his connections and the legendary craftsman of the Shao family for the weapon's swift completion. The new weapon, Heart of the Demon, is revealed level 20 with a powerful buff and unique death-evading ability. When Lu Yao suggests fighting together, Zhang Yu declines, revealing he has a separate, secret strategy. A system alert warns that Death Caesar will strike in 5 minutes. All professionals must retreat to the Holy Light Tomb for safety. The armored knight urgently rallies his group, urging a quick return to the tombs before death arrives. Spotting a group of assassins in the distance, the knight panics, but his comrade reassures him that they're in a safe zone. A red-haired assassin sneers with menace, vowing to kill his target once he steps out of the protection zone. Despite warnings of imminent death, the mysterious protagonist calmly walks toward danger with his weapon, refusing to hide. With resolve in his voice, the protagonist instructs his allies to stay within the tomb or retreat to the second world to grow stronger until his return. Zhang Yu steps into a glowing portal, leaving behind the tomb's safety to face an unknown danger head-on. The armored knight watches with confusion and concern, calling out Zhang Yu's name and questioning his reckless decision. Dark, monstrous tendrils descend from the crimson sky, heralding the arrival of Death Caesar onto the sacred tomb grounds. A fiery storm rages across the land as Death Caesar's power begins to tear through the boundaries of the Holy Light Tomb. A single, demonic eye opens within the chaos, burning with malevolence and announcing Death Caesar's full awakening. Death Caesar emerges in terrifying form, towering over the grave-laden field as he sets his sights on the remaining intruders. Zhang Yu descends through a realm shrouded in darkness and ash, resolute in the face of overwhelming evil. With calm determination, Zhang Yu locates his target and confidently announces, "Found it." Gravekeeper Li Fa panics as he announces the return of Death Caesar, the tyrannical ruler of death. Zhang Yu appears before Li Fa, offering help, stunning the Gravekeeper, who recognizes him as an adventurer. Li Fa desperately pleads with Zhang Yu to head east to the City of Death and destroy the invading skeleton army. The monstrous skeleton army, commanded by Death Caesar, marches relentlessly, its defeat key to weakening the Death Overlord's grip. Determined, the protagonist rallies his allies, refusing to be intimidated by a powerful threat looming over them. A cheerful supporter encourages the hero, confident in his abilities and awaiting a victorious return. The hero receives a perilous mission: eliminate 1,200 undead and confront Death Caesar, with high rewards and only 3 days to succeed. Despite being labeled normal, the mission's difficulty surpasses previous king-level threats from the Second World. During Caesar's invasion, the hero learns a chilling truth: stepping beyond the Holy Light Cemetery ensures certain death. Death Caesar strikes, depleting 91 defense points. Only 121 remain as the hero braces himself, weapon in hand, for the coming battle. Death Caesar's attack is neutralized as the hero activates Darkness, Devil's Eyes, and Heart of the Demon, resisting what should have been fatal damage. Confident and prepared, the protagonist reveals that Lu Yao enhanced his staff, an edge that could change everything. The Heart of the Demon proves vital. It nullifies Caesar's deadly aura, which kills anyone within range, regardless of their health. The staff, now empowered by the Heart of the Demon, grants full immunity against Death Caesar's lethal skills. In a flashback, the protagonist recalls discovering this rare enhancement in the Fourth World during a past life. Such items require a master craftsman. Thanks to Lu Yao's connection to a legendary artisan, the current equipment surpasses what the hero once wielded, achieved in record time. With unshaken resolve, the hero steps into the unknown, promising to return after facing the darkness beyond. Outside the protective barrier, ominous skies loom over the Holy Light Cemetery, now a battlefield for survival. Fear grips the defenders. Death Caesar's strength has shaken their confidence, and dwindling defense points threaten their fate. A group mocks Lu Yao for his caution, questioning his courage and daring him to leave the safe zone. A sharp strategist urges Boss Chen to act quickly and seize the chance to grow stronger before it's too late. Driven by ambition, a man commands his ally to help him and reminds him of their true goal: capturing Zhang Yu. One warrior vows to protect Qiki at all costs, while the enemy threatens her safety to force compliance. The enemy issues an ultimatum to Lu Yao: surrender Zhang Yu or face death before dawn. Outraged, Lu Yu seethes over the arrogance of his higher-ranked oppressor. A girl rushes in urgently, seeking Zhang Yu to deliver an important message, but is met with shocking news. Disbelief washes over her as she hears the claim: Zhang Yu fled with equipment meant for defense. His comrades feel betrayed. Zhang Yu never intended to fight, only to escape Death Kaisar's wrath, leaving them to die. Tan Yong firmly defends Zhang Yu's loyalty, rebuking suspicion from his subordinate and emphasizing the importance of trust in leadership. Guosini receives an urgent message from Zhang Yu asking for help, catching her off guard with its directness and timing. Buoyed by Zhang Yu's request, Guosini gleefully boasts about their bond, determined to prove she's superior to Liu Yao. Guosini informs Zhang Yu that Qin Jun has entered the third world with elite mercenaries and a political hostage, prompting Zhang Yu to reveal his dangerous location. The message, City of Death, echoes ominously as the scene shifts to a bleak, ruined city bathed in eerie moonlight. Guosini cautiously navigates the City of Death, analyzing that the local monsters' levels are within their capabilities, at least on paper. Guosini is ambushed by a monstrous hand erupting from the ground, catching her completely off guard in the City of Death. A grotesque undead creature rises behind Guosini, growling ominously, its glowing eyes filled with malice. The zombie lunges forward but is instantly pierced and frozen by a sudden barrage of icy projectiles using the ice cone technique. Shocked but hopeful, Guosini recognizes the voice that saved her, her expression shifting from fear to awe. A familiar hand reaches through the darkness, firm, calm, and unmistakably belonging to Zhang Yu. Zhang Yu appears in a flash of power, catching Guosini midair while wielding a terrifying chained weapon, reaffirming his arrival as her protector. Zhang Yu unleashes a devastating blast of power, engulfing the undead in a massive explosion of lightning and fire. Cradled safely in Zhang Yu's arms, Guosini smiles gratefully, her heart moved by his unwavering protection. An info panel reveals the foe, a level 25 skeleton warrior with solid stats and deadly skills, born from death and corruption. In a graveyard under moonlight, two mercenaries question their orders, revealing that Qin Jun's rise is fueled by greed, not loyalty. Still burning with hatred, the red-haired warrior swears vengeance on Zhang Yu, vowing to kill him without mercy or honor. A lone, cloaked figure watches silently from the shadows among the tombstones, their presence shrouded in mystery and foreboding intent. The red-haired warrior intercepts a cloaked figure's escape attempt, shouting in fury and refusing to let him flee. Startled, the hooded spy dashes away at full speed, narrowly evading capture under the moonlit mist. Scoffing at the spy's retreat, the red-haired warrior mocks his cowardice and dismisses him as another graveyard corpse. The cloaked figure reunites with his companions, including Tan Yong, Zhou Xiang, and another mysterious ally. Tan Yong questions the success of the infiltration as the spy returns, curious if the enemy discovered the deception. Grinning, the spy confirms that their cover held. Everyone inside was too busy cursing Zhang Yu to suspect a thing. Tan Yong completes a secret deal with the cloaked spy, wiring payment and warning him to stay silent about the transaction. Zhou Xiang protests Tan Yong's loyalty to Zhang Yu, suggesting they betray him to gain favor with the killer mercenaries. Tan Yong remains firm, explaining that Zhang Yu only wants them to wait in the safe zone until his return. Frustrated, Zhou Xiang lashes out, questioning how one man can stand against so many elite enemies, only to be silenced. Tan Yong declares his unwavering faith in Zhang Yu, trusting his instincts that Zhang Yu is truly worth backing. In the aftermath of the battle, Guosini smiles warmly at Zhang Yu, offering heartfelt thanks under the burning skies. Zhang Yu brushes off his recent level up, frustrated by what he perceives as slow progress in the face of growing threats. The girl, stunned, reacts to Zhang Yu's complaint. After all, leveling up in just a day or two is no small feat. Zhang Yu contemplates the urgency. The holy graveyard's barrier can only hold off the god of death for 2 more nights. Knowing the danger, Zhang Yu urgently requests potions, offering to pay above market value to secure as many as possible. Surprised by the large order, the girl taps her inventory interface to see how much she can provide. A bundle of glowing red and blue potions materializes, precious resources that may decide life or death in the coming nights. Zhang Yu reveals his sister had prepared a stockpile of potions. His plan is to surpass the killer mercenary's strength within 3 days. Shocked by his resolve, the girl questions if it's even possible to reach that level in such a short time in the alternate world. Zhang Yu responds with steely determination. Despite the odds, he must succeed. Moved by his resolve, the girl offers to fight beside him, warning that the path ahead is filled with high-level monsters. Radiating confidence, the girl assures Zhang Yu she's ready, Her sister's upgraded gear has significantly boosted her strength. Zhang Yu chuckles, noting her sister's flair for extravagance. Her gear's value explains the hefty price tag. Zhang Yu and the girl, newly empowered, agree to revise their battle plan, with her safety as his top concern despite their improved efficiency. Their mission is revealed: eliminate specific enemies in the capital of death to defend the holy graveyard from the god of death, Kaiser. Zhang Yu analyzes their slow progress and acknowledges the steep challenge ahead, leveling up and upgrading gear in just 3 days. He recalls a powerful leveling zone, Skeleton Island in the Third World, and formulates a plan to exploit it alongside the mission rewards. The girl volunteers to accompany Zhang Yu into the secret realm, determined to help him succeed against overwhelming odds. Together, they step into the glowing portal to Skeleton Island, an ominous new battleground where their survival and growth will be tested. Zhang Yu and the girl step into the swirling blue portal, crossing over into the unknown realm beyond. Surrounded by mystical light, the two allies ready themselves for the challenges that await inside the secret realm. They arrive at a haunting landscape dominated by a colossal skull-shaped fortress, symbolizing the ominous power of Skeleton Island. An eerie figure greets them: NPC mage Lao Rue, shrouded in robes, holding a staff, and veiled in mystery. Lao Rue, with a cryptic smile, asks if they've come to aid him in surviving this monster-infested land. Zhang Yu confirms their mission. With a sly grin, Lao Rue hands them a mysterious gem, warning them not to die from recklessness in this deadly realm. The protagonist solemnly activates the Skeleton Island Secret Realm Order, bracing himself for what lies ahead. The level 25 Secret Realm Order reveals its mechanics. Each skeleton slain grants refining chances using alternate energy, with a shot at unlocking a rare gold mission. Guisini, concerned, questions whether the difficulty of the secret realm has shaken him more than he lets on. She warns that refining the order is extremely costly in alternate energy, something ordinary fighters severely lack. Smirking with confidence, the protagonist assures her that if there's one thing he doesn't lack, it's alternate energy. In a flash of power, he annihilates a level 25 skeleton guard, gaining massive alternate energy and further solidifying his dominance. Together, the protagonist and Guisini unleash a devastating combo attack, annihilating multiple skeleton guards and harvesting immense alternate energy. A surge of energy and particles whirls violently. The atmosphere thickens as the refining process nears its climax. Despite the countless skeletons slain, Guisini doubts whether the secret realm order has transformed. The protagonist urges patience and persistence. Suddenly, brilliant golden light erupts. The secret order has finally evolved into the elusive Gold Order. A prompt confirms the rare success. The Skeleton Island Gold Order has formed and must be used within 2 hours or it will vanish. The protagonist remarks on their miraculous luck, while Guisini acknowledges his vast energy reserve made this improbable feat possible. With Death God Caesar's arrival imminent, the protagonist suggests entering the secret realm to make use of the limited-time Gold Order and avoid conflict. Activating the Gold Order opens a hidden secret realm, granting exclusive rewards and access to rare equipment like the Necromancer set. A mission is issued: eliminate 40 skeleton warriors and defeat the secret realm guardian, Skeleton General Hera. As the realm pulses with energy, Guisini anxiously asks what's happening. The portal is alive with danger. The protagonist, calm but alert, warns her enemies are already on their way. Skeleton General Hera, a towering level 26 Lord-class monster, emerges from the swirling blue mists, ready for battle. Skeleton General Hera summons undead troops from the abyss, commanding them to destroy the intruders with relentless force. A horde of reanimated skeleton warriors plummets from the sky, weapons drawn, ready to overwhelm their enemies. Realizing the threat of their coordination with Hera, Guisini and the protagonist agree to split the enemies and engage them gradually. The elite skeleton squad closes in swiftly, their blue auras pulsing with dangerous intent as the trap tightens. Mid-chase, the protagonist asks Guisini, now identified as Zhang Yu, how long they must continue running. Zhang Yu admits she's never tested the full extent of her magic's control, unsure of how many foes she can handle at once. Zhang Yu instructs Zhang Yu to hide and concentrate on controlling as many enemies as possible. He'll handle the rest with swift extermination. Zhang Yu unleashes a blazing fireball explosion, signaling the start of his offensive to thin out the undead ranks. More formidable skeleton warriors emerge from the darkness, their glowing eyes fixed on Zhang Yu's defiant stance. With fiery determination, Zhang Yu roars a rallying cry, "Get ready!" as his aura ignites with battle energy. Zhang Yu activates her powerful multi-control spell, successfully halting multiple enemies at once, but at great personal cost. Struggling to hold on, Zhang Yu cries out to Zhang Yu, her energy nearly depleted from the overwhelming pressure of the spell. A towering spectral beast descends with a spear of energy, overwhelming the young warrior below with sheer force. Guisini unleashes her arcane power, channeling violet magic through her staff to counter the looming threat. The spectral beast strikes with a devastating blow, forcing the dark-haired warrior to react with desperation. The warrior smirks defiantly, igniting his golden aura and readying his flame-tipped weapon despite the enemy's advantage. The horned spectral titan is struck by a blinding surge of lightning and fire, howling as it reels backward. With a thunderous crash, the beast collapses, leaving a cratered battlefield in its wake. The skeletal warlord rises, his fury igniting the battlefield as he vows revenge on the intruding heroes. Guisini reassures her ally after the fierce battle while he sheepishly apologizes for nearly overdoing his power. With a subtle smirk, the dark-haired warrior asks Guisini for a favor, his tone light but earnest. Caught off guard, Guisini responds with curiosity, prepared to listen after their shared victory. Though defeated, the armored titan kneels amidst the dust, still alive, still dangerous, and silently biding his time. Outside the battlefield, mysterious cloaked figures discuss resurrection cycles and secret realms, revealing layers of a deeper conflict yet to unfold. A red-haired man declares the secret realm is sealed from outsiders and vows to confront whoever dared claim its first clear rewards. Furious and impatient, the man berates his team, demanding action while brushing off their concerns. As Su Yen exits the glowing portal, an announcement reveals she has cleared Skull Island's hidden level, earning a rare 1v25 bounty scroll. Shocked and enraged, the red-haired leader realizes the victorious adventurer is someone he knows, Jenner. Confronted, Guisini, now revealed as Jenner, admits she activated the hidden secret realm, standing firm in her decision. Rejecting all offers of help, Jenner asserts her independence, claiming the realm and its rewards as her own right. Guisini brushes past the man blocking her path, determined to leave without further argument. A voice calls out urgently, attempting to stop her before she disappears into the portal. Startled, Guisini halts and turns, her sharp instincts reacting to the sudden interruption. A stern voice reveals a secret rule. The one who activates and clears Skull Island cannot claim the reward, unless someone else entered with them. Guisini calmly explains her best friend opened the realm, while she claimed the command order, challenging them to find fault in that. With suspicion rising, the interrogator demands to know the whereabouts of her mysterious friend. Little Yen fumes after being abruptly disconnected mid-conversation, frustration clearly overwhelming her calm demeanor. Surrounded and questioned, Little Yen confronts Qinjun, feeling treated like a criminal under suspicion. Qinjun tries to placate the situation with excuses and charm, but Little Yen storms off, warning him to stay away. Qinjun questions his subordinate about Zhang Yu's location, concerned about whether the target has truly remained inside the safe zone. The subordinate confirms Zhang Yu's entrapment, and Qinjun reveals a deadly plan timed for midnight to eliminate him and Lu Yao. Alone in the glowing forest, Little Yen walks with resolve, clearly on a personal mission of her own. Little Yen spots Zhang Yu and calls out in shock, unable to hide her concern and surprise. Zhang Yu emerges from behind a boulder, assuring her of his safety while she expresses her relief. Little Yen confronts him, suspecting he knew Qinjun would be waiting outside all along. Zhang Yu confirms her suspicion. Qinjun had hired killers and he anticipated an ambush to reclaim his stolen prize. Connecting the dots, Little Yen realizes Zhang Yu used her help during the boss fight to conceal his true identity. Zhang Yu offers a vague apology to avoid further danger, and Little Yen cheerfully accepts, brushing it off with laughter. Zhang Yu unlocks the ultimate magic shield skill, a powerful barrier that boosts defense and absorbs incoming damage. He excitedly shares his loot, which includes the shield and a valuable Death Soul equipment crate. They plan their next move, returning to the graveyard to complete the mission and reach level 25. Little Yen worries their enemies are already level 30, but Zhang Yu reassures her with quiet confidence. His gentle gesture leaves Little Yen flustered, her heart racing despite the serious situation. She suddenly remembers a bounty mission role she earned and eagerly suggests they open it together. Little Yen brightens with hope, glad the bounty mission rewards can help replenish their dwindling potion supply. Suddenly, a brilliant beam of golden light bursts forth from the open scroll, shaking the earth around them. From within the smoke, a shadowy beast stirs, confused by the blinding eruption. The Golden Skeleton King emerges in full armor, an elite level 28 boss, and the system triggers a hidden encounter. Shocked, Little Yen asks about the mission upgrade, and Zhang Yu explains the risk of losing all previous rewards. He admits he'd normally take the secret mission, but Chun Jun's presence nearby could ruin everything. Little Yen urges Zhang Yu to act fast. Secret missions are rare and Chun Jun hasn't noticed yet. Convinced, Zhang Yu agrees with a sly smile, ready to take the risk. Without hesitation, he confirms the secret mission by selecting yes. They receive the upgraded quest, defeat the Golden Skeleton King and claim powerful rewards within 1 hour. Little Yen marvels at the double EXP, gear, and loot, but worries the time limit will be tough for just the two of them. Zhang Yu laughs confidently, declaring their fortune. This boss refresh could make them rich. Zhang Yu clamps a hand over Little Yan's mouth just as she blurts out Chen Jun's name. Hidden behind the brush, Zhang Yu and Little Yan watch Chen Jun swagger in with cloaked henchmen bragging about the coming reward. Chen Jun coolly sizes up their quarry, calling the looming skeletal titan a fearsome level 28, 3-star boss. A golden armored skeleton towers over the clearing, its blazing eyes making Chun Jun's squad feel unbearably small. Grinning, Chun Jun orders his men to wear the monster down, reserving the final blow and glory for himself. He outlines a ruthless tactic. Brothers draw aggro. Naiba keeps buffs and heals flowing, while assassins and he strike for the kill. Chen Jun lunges toward the golden armored boss, sword drawn, confident in his finishing strike. With a wild arc he slashes at the monster, yet it barely flinches under the assault. The undead giant lets out a thunderous roar, charging up a devastating energy blast. A blinding beam erupts from the monster's mouth, forcing Chen Jun's team to scatter in panic. Shouting orders, Chen Jun commands Naiba to cast a weakening spell on the towering foe. Naiba unleashes a torrent of dark energy, enshrouding the skeletal boss in violet lightning. Peeking from behind cover, Little Yen anxiously questions Zhang Yu's decision to let Chen Jun's group weaken the monster. With a knowing smirk, Zhang Yu explains that greed blinds them. They charge ahead for rewards, ignoring the peril at their backs.